I'm Ross Mack.
And I'm Andini. Welcome to the Finance Couch. Today, we're on a college campus in Los Angeles with financial consultant Ross Mack, helping students navigate their most common questions on their financial journeys as young adults.
My name's Cayman. I'm from Chandler, Arizona. It's like a suburb in Phoenix. I'm 19 years old. And one of the reasons I actually want to make money, like long term, is so that I can get my family around the world. I want them to see the world. You know, I really want, like my mom, for example, to see Europe, and I want her to see Asia, and I want my dad to finally go to South America so that he can finally practice his Portuguese, which only gets used in random restaurants around town, embarrassingly.
Hey.
Hey guys.
What's up, man?
All right, how are you guys doing?
I'm good. What's your name?
My name's Cayman. I'm from Arizona. I'm a sophomore. Shout out Phoenix area.
How can we help you today?
Yes, I just had a pretty simple question for you guys. I just wanted to know, like, how do I begin investing?
That's not a simple question. I mean, there's a lot of beginnings to it. But that's why we have Ross.
Well, let me try to make it as simple as possible. I think first things first, you start with research. Make sure that you're not just purely learning on social media. You find yourself buying random things, right? The Wall Street bets craze and meme coins and meme stocks, etc. But I think you start off with good research, understanding what it is, but also the idea when it comes to investing is you're not just gonna buy something one time and hope to get rich. The idea is, how do I make it part of my everyday purchasing, right? Because we're conditioned to pay bills monthly, but the ultimate goal is to actually invest monthly as well. And so you start by actually budgeting, because the idea is you want to figure out how much you can afford, whether it's $50, $100, $200, $300 every month. Now you're saying, okay, what am I buying and where am I buying it at? So the next thing, you actually look into a brokerage account. You just Google, most common brokerage accounts, and then after that, you actually open it, you put your money in there, and the very first thing I want you to start looking at is being diversified off the bat. What I mean by that is, in the event one company goes down, imagine you only own airline companies in 2020 and COVID happened. Well, guess what? That same stock would have been down 60, 70%, right? And so the idea is, by being diversified, if one company goes down, well, guess what? You have a lot of other companies that you own. And the way I think about that is owning an ETF, and that stands for Exchange Traded Fund. Think of it just like a basket of goods, right? A basket of all of these amazing companies. And the first one that I recommend is the S&P 500. These are 500 of America's biggest and best companies, right? And since it's 500, there are so many great companies that are now giving you inherent diversification. So, you got energy companies, you got tech companies, communication companies, retail companies. And so at the end of the day, when one sector could potentially be doing bad, you got another sector that's actually helping balance it out. So when you apply to college, I'm sure your guidance counselor told you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Want to look at some safety schools? Well, that's what investing is, right? And so with an ETF, by owning multiple companies, that's effectively you not putting all your eggs in one basket. And so once you figure that out and saying, okay, I know how much I can afford to invest monthly, the way I pay my bills monthly, I'm also going to invest monthly. Well, now you just want to set up automation. Setting up automation, and you're saying, hey, every month on the 1st, the 15th, or the whatever day you choose, I want to invest $200 in the S&P 500. So the idea is, say you're putting, I don't know, $200, $300 a month into the S&P 500, you're going to get something called compounded interest, where your money's making more money and that money's being reinvested. Well, guess what? 30 years from now, you'll have over $1 million.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to see, so.
Before this conversation, I knew pretty much that there's a lot of very dedicated people sitting around computers everywhere. They're constantly watching these bars rise and fall as they consider exactly which things they're interested in investing in. It seems very cryptic when you're looking at it from afar. You just kind of have to break into it if you're going to get more familiar with how things run. And I feel like only after you start investing for the first time will you really know how the waters work.
Be sure to subscribe to Million Stories.